The Siege of Acre was a pivotal moment in the later Crusades, witnessing the final efforts of the Crusaders to maintain their presence in the Holy Land. Here is an in-depth narrative exploration in 32 detailed clips, diving into every twist and turn of this historical siege. Acre stands as a bastion of Crusader fortitude, a multifaceted city embodying tensions between East and West. It served as a port teeming with diverse cultures before war encroached. A strategic jewel on the Mediterranean, its harbors were lifelines for Crusader reinforcements. In European courts, the news of Muslim forces regrouping under Sultan Khalil spread like wildfire. The rivalry between Christianity and Islam simmered, threatening to erupt once more. Acre, weary from years of peace, prepared for the possibility of conflict. Sultan Khalil, the determined Mamluk leader, swore to reclaim Acre for Islam. His diplomatic gestures masked a burning desire for conquest. The Mamluk army trained tirelessly, rallying for a cause that promised honor and expansion. In Europe, papal decrees resonated through church walls. The call to arms was ambitious, promising salvation and glory. Thousands journeyed east, determined to defend their faith and territories. Acre was their last barrier. The initial encounters outside Acre's mighty walls were fierce. The Mamluks tested the Crusader defenses, probing for weaknesses. Crusader knights, with distinct emblems, charged valiantly under the banner of the cross. On a dawn-misty morning, Mamluk standards appeared on the horizon. Acre was besieged, its walls braced for rubble and rams. The air was thick with anticipation and dread as the first catapults hurled stones towards the city. Experienced military architects and engineers scrambled to reinforce Acre's defenses. The city's moats deepened, bridges fortified. Every resident, young and old, played a role in preparing for the forthcoming storm. Morale inside Acre was galvanized by faith. Tales of previous Crusader victories in the Holy Lands were recited like prayers. Troubadours sang ballads of courage, their voices echoing through bustling marketplaces. Amidst the siege, envoys attempted to negotiate peace. Letters flew between camps, cloaked in decisive threats, yet offering olive branches. Neither side wished to relinquish their land or dignity. Temporary truces allowed for fleeting calm. Supplies crept into besieged Acre during quiet nights. Both sides took this interlude to strategize anew, preparing for an inevitable escalation. The Crusaders leveraged their naval prowess. Ships slipped past enemy lines to bolster Acre's defenses. Maritime skirmishes erupted, with naval tactics becoming crucial in the chess match of siege warfare. Life under siege is claustrophobic. Inside Acre, life continued with routines amid peril. Markets still buzzed, albeit with a grim awareness that everything could end abruptly. Women played pivotal roles, not just as porters, but as stalwart defenders. Many bravely joined men on the battlements, hurling rocks and hot oil at oncoming forces. Mamluk forces began using incendiary tactics, launching Greek fire to lethal effect. The night skies illuminated with molten rage as flames sought to crack Acre's stubborn resolve. Desperate envoys yet again brokered talks. Ashen from smoke, their negotiations defied animosity. Misunderstanding and mistrust saw these attempts fall apart, dragging both sides back to bloodshed. Faith in divine intervention was a double-edged sword. Priests walked among soldiers, offering blessings and evoking courage. Yet, for others, these were omens of an apocalyptic end. Crusaders found solace in heroics. Knights' speeches roused weary defenses, making each soldier believe in their cause. Orders to not relent were rigidly enforced. Subterfuge and espionage played their parts. Secret correspondence and double agents led to mistrust, rendering solid alliances precariously fragile. Ingenious tactics emerged from within the walls. Boiling oil, quicklime, and striking parley arrangements gave Acre a momentary edge against besiegers. As supplies dwindled, discontent began to ferment. Hunger was as much an enemy as the Mamluks beyond the walls. Yet, allegiances were tested amidst the specter of starvation. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks. Amidst relentless assault, a balance of power danced precariously. Small victories for either side became monumental, pushing morale surges followed by crushing setbacks.